trending fishing technique amongst anglers these days includes trolling Echotail blade baits for a multi-species. Vibrations Tackle has brought a new versatile fishing lure to the market that allows anglers to easily pattern fish with an assortment of high-quality colors and sizes. The interchangeable tail option allows anglers to experiment with an unlimited amount of rigging options. Today, we are going to focus our discussion on how to properly tune an Echotail while trolling at slower speeds for panfish, walleye, trout, and salmon.
Just out here trolling a little spread of Echotails with these little mini planer boards designed for panfish. A couple different brands and models. We're using both of them today. Just kind of mixing it up, but they seem to really like this this Disco Gold, Disco Nugget we call it. And this is actually a new prototype. It's a 3/8 ounce. It's the junior body with the 1/2 ounce lead. So it's a little more nose heavy. It's going to get down a little deeper. Tipped off with a 2-inch Kalin's triple threat grub. This has been a hot bait for us this summer trolling. Just for panfish and crappies and a few walleye mixed in. At any rate, this is what we're catching today. Little stripers. Make good meals out here to get a half dozen or so for dinner tonight. Put this guy on ice. And just a really quick tip here. As far as setting my lines for trolling, one of the things that I like to do is start out, you're going to see each Echotail is going to come with a snap here. And generally what I like to do is start out pulling it from the middle hole. And generally I set my speeds at about 1.5 miles an hour. And depending upon whether I'm going with the wind or against the wind dictates what hole I'm going to connect that snap to. A lot of times if you're going into the waves, you're going to be able to just leave that snap connected into the middle hole. If you're going with the waves, you're going to want that nose to tip down just a little bit in order to maintain that vibration, because you got all that current coming up from behind the lure, pushing up against it. It's going to knock the vibration out. So you just move that snap back towards the tail, hole by hole, and test to make sure that you maintain that vibration. The other important thing you're going to want to do after you get the vibration is make sure that the lure is tuned. And right now I'm just making sure, we just caught a fish here, so I always retune the lure to make sure everything's running properly in line. And it's running good, but really quick I'll give you a demonstration on how I tune this lure. So when you're looking at the lure and you're running it behind the boat, if it wants to rear and shoot off to the side, off to the right, what you're going to want to do is, if you're looking at the lure and it's going to the right, you're going to want to bend the tail to the left. So I just find a flat surface and I hold the lure at the tail end. I do not hold the lure on the body, because if you bend the tail from holding it in the middle of the body, what's going to happen is you're going to kink the lure and it's going to be difficult to ever really get it back into tune. So I like to grab it right here. And this cooler is a hard enough surface, so if this lure was swimming off to the right, all I'm going to do is just push it the opposite direction just a little bit, and then I'm going to run it back behind the boat to see how it is. They can be finicky sometimes, so you don't want to bend too much and put too much kink into it. But
In conclusion, Echotails are extremely effective when trolling in search of a wide variety of species. Knowing how to correctly tune them, along with knowing what hole to pull them from, will be important to achieving successful results. While the product line is extremely versatile, many variables can affect the tuning, including speed, tail style, tail size, and hole selection. Echotails are offered in a wide variety of weights and sizes that allow anglers to target different depths. Free dive curve trolling charts can be found on our homepage. at www.vibrationstackle.com.